Okay, this is going to be a little repetitive because I talked about some of these books in February. I talked about them again in March. However, April, I'm going to be on a couple of long flights, have some downtime in some airports, have some time with my headphones on my own, and also will hopefully be refreshed by the Easter holidays and ready to do some reading when we go back after the holidays. So welcome to my April TBR. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week and then move reviews here at the weekend. In the description box below you will find my blog and my Goodreads, where I'm hoping to sit down and update what I'm reading and where I am in it, because again, got some downtime at some airports and on some planes, so that's the kind of thing we do in our downtime. So yes, 2 February releases that I haven't got to, but I've got the audiobooks for, so I'm intending to read them soon. We have The Lifeline by Tom Ellen, which just sounds fantastic. I have started reading it. I would like to finish reading it. I originally just saw telephones on this cover. Tell me what you see on this cover. I'm excited to read it. It's an adult rom-com. 2 people, 1 life-changing connection. Sounds amazing. Great so far. And then we have one of my favourite authors, Victoria Walters, and The Love Interest, and how much we love this cover. And I think that this is just like me sat on a bench with my books and my cup of coffee, and then we've got a lovely view of London in the background. I know nothing about the storyline of this one because Victoria Walters is an auto-buy author for me. However, I did buy the audiobook from Audible. I pre-ordered it and then didn't end up listening to it when it came out just before Valentine's Day. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I've had other stuff going on. So this is also on my April TBR. Now, in terms of things coming out in April, what we have is we have The Holiday Escape by Heidi Swain. Can we see me reading this one on a plane? I mean, hopefully. I don't want to set myself up for failure. However, it would be nice, wouldn't it? And I have read a previous Heidi Swain book on a plane before, so we've got the time. I've got the attention, hopefully. I would like it to happen. Tagline for this one: she's escaping the country, he's escaping the city. What happens when their worlds collide? It's giving like town mouse, country mouse, isn't it? A little bit of Beatrix Potter going on there. But it should be good. I heard an excerpt from it. I'm very excited about reading it, and this one comes out at the end of April. I want to say the 25th. That is a Thursday. So yeah, 25th of April. Would like to read this one as soon as in the month of April, and I'm excited to have an April release. The other April releases that I have are the quick reads books, which come out, I believe, on the 11th of April, which is the day that I land. Now, I have pre-ordered them, and I can't remember off the top of my head whether I pre-ordered the physical versions of them or whether I pre-ordered the Kindle versions of them, because I do tend to like reading these as physical books. But it's a new collection of 6 quick reads this year. What I will do is I will link previous quick reads reading vlogs up above, because what I tend to do is I just vlog as I read them and then post a review talking about all 6 books for you, so that you can see like me reading them in real time, because they are quick reads, and then you can see my thoughts on them straight away as well. And then I have one May release that I want to talk about, and then I have my non-fiction pick for the month. So the May release that I want to talk about, I really want to take with me. Now, I do have an audiobook copy of this one, so it could be that we go like Simon and Schuster Books in the City heavy, and we read Heidi Swain on the flight out and Lucy Vine on the flight back. However, that might not happen. But I'm really excited to read this because I love Lucy Vine so much. Again, listen to an excerpt of this one. It sounds amazing. 3 bad things: a heartbreak, a loss of independence, a death. 3 good things: a life-changing trip, reconnecting with someone, meeting her soulmate. Ginny is about to turn 32. Great number. It's a year she's been thinking about for a long time, because 16 years ago she crossed paths with a psychic who made some key predictions about her 32nd year. It's all nonsense, obviously, especially since Ginny is getting married in a month. But when some of those pesky predictions start coming true, she begins to wonder what might happen next. I feel like I'm going to fly through this book. It's very tempting to just like take the physical book with me on the plane, but then I don't want the weight of it. But then I'm more likely to read this, I think, than pick up my phone and read it. Watch this space. We'll decide. I'll post about it somewhere. I really want to read it. And Lucy Vine's just always so funny. It's a 400-pager, so it should be quite nice. But it is a floppy proof. Does smell good as well. So yeah. So I decided to go with something from my Audible collection for my non-fiction this month. So I've not downloaded anything new from the library. I've not downloaded anything new from Audible. But this is Can't Even by Anne Helen Peterson, How Millennials Became the Burnout Generation. I'm very interested in listening to this one. I believe I've stayed away from listening to it previously because I listened to a different book about sort of burnout and stress, and it made me more stressed listening to it, and just made me go like, oh no, I've gone too far with being stressed about my life. I must be burnt out, and just it stressed me out. So we've had enough time away from that, and listening to it during the school holidays might be better than listening to it on the way to work and back, I think. So that's the one I've picked as my non-fiction book this month, and I already had it in my Audible library. And then finally, of course, yes, I would like to get back to some Alice Oseman. So we still have Loveless to listen to. I am still in the middle of listening to Radio Silence. I've listened to about an hour of that one. And then the only other one I have that I haven't listened to is I Was Born for This. So those are those covers. And then we have the covers that Alice Oseman drew. It's like the Heartstopper vibes there. Do I have the radio? I don't have the Radio Silence version of that one, but I do have the Loveless version drawn by Alice Oseman as well, which I want to read them. I want to listen to them. It's not that I don't want to. I just haven't managed to make the time and listen to them. But those are all YA. So we've got a couple of YA, a couple of rom-coms, a couple of like advanced copies of things, and a non-fiction. Like, I think it's doable. But then I said that about March and didn't end up reading an awful lot in March. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out on my March wrap-up to see what I did end up reading in March, you can probably tell quite a lot from this wrap-up, because there's some things that have appeared on here that I didn't read in March. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified. Make sure you are subscribed as well. Sorry. And yes, let me know what you are reading in the month of April. I will be back with another video very soon, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching.